Hi, my name is Pete, and I want to talk about something to do with ADHD that I think is really important. Um, so I've got ADHD, and I got diagnosed when I was about 22, 23. And one of the things for people with ADHD that is quite common is that really good in a crisis, but can struggle with everyday life. So that's one of the things that led to my diagnosis was I was like, I know I'm good when shit hits the fan, but actually on an everyday basis, I seem to find it a little bit more difficult than other people. So that could be managing money, it could be emotionally regulating, my emotions going up and down. It could be keeping to a structure, keeping to a timetable, finishing and completing different things. So everyday life, finding it quite difficult and seems to be struggling, but really good in an emergency or crisis. And I'm thinking, why is that? Anyway, so led to this diagnosis of ADHD. But one of the things that helped me before the diagnosis, and I think was a good lesson for me to learn and that I use now when I find everyday life hard, is as simple as a first step, not wanting it to be easy. So I think what made everyday life more difficult and makes it more difficult now is the second I want things to be easy, the second I have a bad week at work or I'm struggling to emotionally regulate and I think, could this be easier? I want this to be easy. It is instantly harder. It is instantly more difficult for me. So actually, my starting place is I say, I don't want it to be easy. It doesn't have to be easy. And the second I give up that bit of me that wants it to be easy, I can start to positively frame things. So, yes, I might find everyday life a bit more difficult. I might find structure a bit more difficult, managing things. My emotions do go up and down. But just by saying, look, I don't need things to be easy for me, I don't mind that it's a bit more difficult in terms of ADHD and day to day management. As soon as I do that, it relieves that stress and that pressure, that expectation that I have of things around me. And I just say, look, it's all right that it's difficult. And that's the beginning step for me to frame things in a more positive way. So I can think of stuff as being, right, this is a challenge for me to rise to or something for me to try and achieve or to complete. And that helps me on a day to day basis with things that I personally find difficult. So I think if you're watching this and you have ADHD and you're one of those people like me that you go, well, I know I'm good in a crisis, but I'm not quite as good at everyday life. Or I find everyday life a bit more difficult. Um, Stop wanting it to be easy and give that up, that bit of you that wants it to be easy, and instead say, I don't mind that it's difficult, that's fine, and start to think of it as a bit of a challenge and sort of positively frame it as that. And I personally, I found that is a really useful framing for me and a way for me to manage having a full time job, managing to structure myself, my bills, all the admin of everyday life, all those different things. Um, is anytime I'm finding it hard, I just say, look, I don't want things to be easy. It's all right that it's a bit difficult. And then can start to frame it as a challenge. So if you've got ADHD and you're watching this, I'd be interested to see if that's helpful for you or if it's something you can relate to. But yeah, so my name's Pete, and I'm going to be trying to make more of these type of videos. So just let me know what you think of that and if you can relate to that at all. All right, thanks very much.